Guys, UFC 314 is coming up, and my partners at DraftKings are helping get you in on all the action. In the co-main event, it's going to be Chandler versus Pimlet. In the main event for the World Championship, Volkanovski taking on Lopez. You are not going to want to miss this fight night, and right now, my partners at DraftKings are offering all new customers $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Download the DraftKings app right now. When you sign up, use the code SONNEN. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Use your $150 at DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same fight. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress fights as they happen, which makes watching the fights that much more exciting. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Pick 6 with a shot at cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers use my code SONNEN. Bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code SONNEN, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Words matter. Can we agree on that? Let me ask you guys an important word. Let me just ask you a word right now. If you're an MMA aficionado and I ask you, who is the reigning featherweight champion of the world? What do you say? If I hand you the answer, if I tell you Ilia Topuria, do you disagree with me? Do you tell me Ilia Topuria is not the reigning champion? Do you tell me that he vacated or was stripped of the title? Yeah, you would. You would, because that's what the media has said, and that's what the media has said for the last month. As a matter of fact, that's even what Ilia Topuria said. It's not true. If you're looking at the history books, it's not true. Ilia Topuria is the reigning featherweight champion of the world. It does not become vacated until the bell rings on Saturday night for the first round of the main event. Now, I understand where that would be annoying, and I would understand where I'm being technical, but I had a back and forth one time, and it was with Bruce Buffer. And Bruce Buffer, to this day, does not know that he was wrong. And it was the night that Charles Oliveira missed weight against Justin Gaethje. And Charles Oliveira was the champion of the world, and he missed weight. And it was reported that due to missing weight, vacated the belt. And prior to that fight, Bruce even introduced him, and he said, Charles Oliveira, former champion of the world. And Bruce was wrong. He was wrong to introduce him as such. Charles, though missing weight, and though was going to be stripped, was the champion until the first bell rang. Now, the reason I bring this to you, and I bring you its significance and importance, we have not addressed Tom Aspinall and Jon Jones. I mean, this situation is just being looked away from. You cannot, and this is per the dictionary, these aren't Chael's rules. You can go and look the word interim up. You cannot have an interim champion in the presence of the champion. The interim champion can only exist in the absence of a champion, meaning the moment that the bell rang for what would have been Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic, that by definition would have stripped Tom Aspinall of his interim championship, and that never happened. Not only did that never happen, that's never even been discussed to happen. Not only has that never been discussed to happen, there is now a discussion that one of them will be stripped if the unification bout doesn't come to head. The problem is you can't strip the interim champion because per definition, he no longer exists. And you might think that I'm chasing the tail a little bit here. I asked Tom Aspinall that question flat out. Tom, this was after Jon got done defeating Stipe. Tom, have they talked to you about your interim championship? And Tom said, Chael, the only one I've ever even heard say that I'm no longer interim champion is you. But if you were to look at the rules, just like if you were to look at the rules now with Ilia Topuria, who is still your current champion, words matter. History books matter. And that's why you come to old Chael. Because old Chael pays attention to details. Because I know for you, these things matter.